What's up, Transform Them? This is Ben here in China, and today we are going to do some toy talk, and we're gonna talk about the new announcement of MP-39 Sunstreaker. Wow, the whole fandom has just exploded with mostly love, a bit of hate, but let's get down to the story. So about 2 days ago, Planet Icon in Singapore released shared some low-res scan images of MP-39 Sunstreaker from the Figure King Japanese toy magazine. And about 24 hours later, we had this Facebook group page called Loopaza that's shared their high-res scan images. And wow! Let's get down to business and talk about how the MP-39 compares to the BadCube Sunsurge, and we're gonna compare it to the cartoon animation model. So here we go. So right off the bat, when I first saw this low scan red image here of MP-39, I thought to myself, okay, why did somebody did some special mod to BadCube Sunsurge? And then I took a look at the head sculpt, and it's like, this is a very different head sculpt. The ears are shorter, and then I noticed right away, which was my gripe about BadCube Sunsurge, was that I love how the shin looks on MP-39 compared to BadCube Sunsurge. And then I saw this, Transformers, masterpiece. And then I saw this, MP-39, and I was like, boom! Mind blown! Oh my god! I'm quite excited for this. This is gonna, to me, this is the best news for the first half of 2017. Yes, we just got Megatron, and we now got an announcement of Sunstreaker. A lot of the people in fandom, including myself, was on the fence about whether Sunstreaker would be released in the Masterpiece line because of the turbo intakes, okay? The turbo intakes on the Ultimate, which we will talk later on. So right off the bat, let's do some objective comparisons between MP-39 and BadCube's Sunsurge. Okay, first of all, the head sculpt. This head is a little bigger, the face is a little wider, eyes a little narrower, and the ears, most noticeably, is a little smaller and does not have any of the lines. BadCube's Sunsurge, right, has bigger eyes and bigger ears, and the ears have those gill marks. And I was never a big fan of the gill marks. I don't mind the size of it being this big, and you know the eyes just look a bit little weird. Okay, I didn't mind that too much, but I didn't really like those gill marks. But it had, and it passed my litmus test back then when I was looking for masterpiece scale Sunstreaker. The second thing is the shins, like I talked about. Clean lines, marine lines on the MP-39. BadCube's had lots of detailing and design marks. I don't quite like that. I always didn't like that so much. I like my masterpiece figures to have clean, smooth lines, just like how I like my clothes and how I like this is just my fashion sense. I like stuff that look clean, smooth, simple, elegant, you know, because to me, sometimes less is more. Anyway, without detracting, another difference is the feet on MP-39 is noticeably smaller, okay, and that the wheels actually fold in. BadCube's feet are super huge and the wheels don't turn in. But it does have rubber tires, unlike what I assume MP-39 will just be plastic tires. Okay, and let's put this pose right here, stand up straight. Right, and let's compare it to this image here. Right, I also noticed that the crotch area for MP-39 is noticeably bigger. BadCube's crotch area, very similar in design wise to the MP-39, but is smaller. The chest for Sunsurge is bigger. The chest for MP-39 is smaller. The hands looks about the same, except that Sunsurge may have slightly different linings. Top area here looks the same. The arm looks the same. The armature here is different. Okay, this one is a little tight, small hinge. This is a different pin screw, I guess. A pin that goes in there with a hinge that's different. And yeah, from the front, that's what we can see. And from the back, we can see that the windscreen of the alt mode folds into the thighs. I think you can do that with BadCube's Sunsurge, but if you do that, you see a gap here. So that's your take on how you want to transform Sunsurge. MP-39 has a mini butt flap. This is from the front hood area for the alt mode, and then this is the exhaust for the alt mode. And I can't make out what these things are. You got the turbo intakes, I think, and you got this black part here. And this is what Sunsurge looks like. You have this thing in the middle, okay, and you have this. These are just not smooth, right? You see a lot of detailings that they just painted the back part of the mode black, and a lot of back kibble, right? The backpack looks quite messy. Both of them don't look perfect when you compare it to the cartoon, but it is what it is. Okay, so from the pose that I see here, we can see that MP-39 has butterfly joints, ab crunch, and of course a waist swivel. For BadCube Sunsurge, there's waist swivel, no ab crunch, and no butterfly joints. Ever since Inferno came around, we've gotten masterpiece toys that really took a notch up in terms of the articulation of the toys, especially noticeable in Megatron, where the articulation is on a whole nother level. Okay, and that's what some of the translators did with the article, right? They said that they are taking a new direction in the MP toys, and that the MP toys are now going to be more articulated. You don't get that much articulation, and I mean articulation will come and go in terms for 3P toys. You know, some toys are quite articulated, some are not so much, and it's a bit of a hit and miss. But with Takara Tomy taking that new direction in creating very articulated toys, and toys that are extremely cartoon accurate, and then still keeping in line with real world car modes and vehicle modes and alt modes, I think fans are buying into that. Because I did a poll on the Facebook group, and overwhelmingly people like G1 cartoon accuracy in the bot mode in their toys with real world alt mode realism. Speaking of real world car look, it is pretty real world. I mean, let's take a look at the cars. This is the real car, all right, for MP-39, and immediately you see the front opens up and the doors open up just like the real Lamborghini would, and then the headlights will open up just like so. Engine bay can open up, and the spoilers will bend up a little bit here to open up so that you can see the engine. Keeping in line with the official Lamborghini Countach, you get an option of displaying your Sunstreaker with the real Lamborghini rear, or in line with what you see in the cartoon model. Let's take a look at MP-39 and compare it with the cartoon. So, from the get-go, the MP-39 had linings on the forearms, and you can see those linings here on MP-39. Shoulders look quite accurate here, quite accurate. This is a bit more round off. This screenshot is taken from the very first 3 episodes of transformers, and you can see there's black area here is more squared off, this is more rounded off. Proportions of this looks okay. I'm quite surprised that the Autobot logo here looks quite like the toy Autobot logo instead of the broken up Autobot logo that you see in the cartoon. Maybe folks didn't quite like what they saw on MP-36. Okay, the shins look accurate, the shin there, everything. The crotch, from some angles, does not look quite good. This one here does not look convincingly like a V shape compared to the cartoon, right? Especially at this angle, you can see, I can't really see there's a V shape. So it's maybe kind of like what we have with BadCube's Sunsurge. You can see the V shape that they try to imitate, but you got this lower crotch area, right? That's squared off. Okay, the head sculpt, I would say, in most of the cartoons images that I saw, the earpiece will not have the gill marks. That's quite accurate in MP-39, but the earpiece in the cartoon is noticeably wider and longer. Maybe not as wide as BadCube Sunsurge, but definitely a little wider than what is on MP-39. So let's take a look at some more product images. I mean, not product images, cartoon images of Sunstreaker from the front. Yeah. Again, the ears, you can see, not as wide, it's a bit wider than MP-39. And then, this is when Hoist goes to Hollywood. In the episode where Hoist goes to Hollywood, MP-39 will come with this alien mask, and you can pose MP-39 very dynamically, and it will balance just nice. Will BadCube be able to articulate like MP-39? With this wider feet, I assume it could, right? Let's see. Okay, no, I'm not gonna waste time on that. And what else do we have? Sunstreaker. One of the what do you call that? Accessories I wish Sunstreaker would come in will be the parachutes. I don't think MP-39 will have that. So there you go. This is MP-39 with chip chase, and again the ears, right? This is a little bit not as squared off, but you can see it goes it leans downwards, so it's getting closer to the MP-39 model. Let's take a look at the other. This looks more rounded off, right? Yeah, it looks more rounded off. So I wouldn't say that MP-39 is not accurate in that sense. It's, yeah, it looks a bit more rounded off, see? So it depends on which cartoon you look at. At least there's some sense of accuracy. Let's take a look at BadCube's. Yeah, alright, pretty good. But BadCube has this little knob in here, but I don't see it in the animation model. This ear here looks quite like the ears on MP-39, so I can give it to them, right? This is okay. And this is MP Sunstreaker riding on Thundercracker. The ears look a bit wider here, and the ears look quite close to the animation. So in the animation model, the ears go big and large and small depending on who drew them. And this is about the worst screenshot I took of Sunstreaker. Everything looks too robotic, even sideswipe looks weird. So now let's take a look at MP-39's vehicle mode. From what I can tell is that in the cartoon model, you have black, silver chrome spoilers, silver spoilers, and this destabilizers, which is in black in color. And you have the rear section that I guess these are tail lights, and then you have this part here, all right, that you don't see in the alternate mode for MP-39, because these here can transform out and look like the real Lamborghini Countach. That's why these rear end is never gonna look like the cartoon. So what are your preference? Would you prefer it looking completely like the cartoon animation, or would you prefer real world alt modes? So that is the difference between MP-39 and the alt mode for... Now people have been saying that this looks like Sunsurge, MP-39 looks like Sunsurge, and that the transformation will be similar. I beg to differ, because from the get-go we can see that there is no line across the front hood, right? There is this panel lines here that indicate that this will go to the butt flap, that we can see there, and then the legs will break off somewhere here. Can you see that? Yeah, the legs will break off somewhere here. The legs will break off here, and you can see there's a big noticeable panel line here, and this will fold, right? These will fold up to form the backpack and the front area. Now, if you take a closer look at this part here, you can see this is where the fake windscreen is for the chest area here. Okay, you can see that. So that means that the windscreen is hidden underneath the out-mode windscreen. Okay, I'm thinking that this whole piece here, this whole piece will go under here and will go into the back side of MP-39. So therefore, the transformation for MP-39 will be very different from Sunsurge. You can see from the top here, there's some gaping holes between from the top view. There you go. That's another shot, right? So you can see the whole car folds on the back side where I mentioned just now. You can see that this is the windshield for the car mode. Is that the back side or the windshield of the out mode? Kind of looks like it. That's kind of amazing how they did that. I can say there's definitely going to be differences in the transformation. Alright, before we go off, let's talk about the gimmicks that's available. First of all, in the car mode, you can open up the spoilers and flip this gun open, and this will shoot into the sky. It's just like what we saw in the first 3 episodes of Transformers. So that's a gimmick that's hidden there. The next gimmick that we have is that the pistol can be held by MP-39 Sunstreaker. It can be hidden in the engine bay in vehicle mode, or is this the underside of the car? And then it can be hidden inside the carve area. And you can have the chip figure from the episode roll with it. And I do hope that the chip figure here will have glasses. Alright, I don't think the chip figure had glasses. Yes, the chip figure had sunglasses for BadCube Sunsurge, right? The detailing is not the best, but BadCube said this was the first attempt and they're quite proud of it. And I must say, I don't know if I can paint anything better than that. My hands are just so wonky, you probably wouldn't be able to do that. Yeah, that's about it, folks. That's the news. What will I do with my BadCube Sunsurge, and what are my pre-recommendations? Well, a lot of people don't really like the fake chest for Sunsurge. Chest for Sunsurge MP-39 here is not fake per se, according to the translations given by some folks on the fandom, but it is a little bit of a gimmick that's happening here, right? Where they use parts of the real hood of the car and some parts that are disguised. So if you prefer your Sunstreaker to look like the original toy, then you should have gone with the Omnigonics spin out. If you already have the BadCube Sunsurge, that means you want a G1 cartoon accurate Sunstreaker. And if that's the case, it may be time for you to upgrade to MP-39. If you're just happy with what you got, this is a very good figure. I can say that BadCube did a phenomenal job. There were people arguing from both sides to say that Omnigonic spin-out is more accurate to the cartoon, and then people saying that BadCube was more accurate to the cartoon. But with Takara Tomy's official stamp, we now know that Sunsurge does look more like the cartoon, but it's about 20% off the cartoon, right? Not a whole lot. MP-39 is closer to the cartoon except for the car mode. Part where it's not accurate is this backpack here. The lower back of MP-39 is not as accurate, as well as all this mess here. But that's a given for any toy, right? Every toy will have a bit of a mess, no matter where you look at it. So it's just a matter of, did Sunsurge fulfilled your itch? If it did, you don't really need to buy MP-39. In fact, you could buy MP-39 and just keep it in the box for all I care. But it's not going to sell out, definitely. MP-39, unlike MP-36. If BadCube Sunsurge did not scratch your itch, so that means you did not buy it, then you should buy MP-39, because that's about the only last chance you're going to get for an official Masterpiece scale Sunstreaker. If you already have Sunsurge, would you want to get MP-39? I'm going to get MP-39 because to me, MP-39 looks more accurate. And I'm willing to buy another Sunstreaker. And what will I do with this guy? I don't know. I will do probably a video on product comparisons. Yeah, that'd be fun, you know. And then I can decide to keep this either in alt mode, or if I feel generous enough and I hit some YouTube milestone, I will give this guy away. I don't know yet. And that is all from me today. So what do you guys think of MP-39? Is it better? Is it the best? Or is it downright worthless? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, please share and let's keep the discussion going. This is Ben here in China, and I'll see you on the flip side.